No, it actually occurred to me, like, as I was going to hit the record button with this, like, I just kind of looked over to the other monitor where I had my OBS pulled up, and I was like, huh, that doesn't really look right, because the, like, bottom of the fucking screen was kind of cut off, and that's actually from when I did my tier list video. I had to crop out my taskbar and kind of, like, fill in, like, drag the, or expand the window to fill in that gap basically, or I had to basically blow up the screen into to like to kind of fit that screen. Anyway, I that's a result of the tier list video and having to cut out the taskbar, and I forgot to undo it is the bottom line. So it occurs to me I also probably did yesterday's video like that because I'm a dumbass who didn't notice, or because I had something else on top of my OBS, but whatever. Uh, let's see. Conde Des Moines is going to be a problem. Napoli is going to be really, really annoying to deal with. Yamagiri, Marceau, Oster-Jotland for destroyers, and double Baleo for submarines. Honestly, kind of shit matchmaking, if I'm being honest. I think what I'm probably going to do is I kind of want to just full send it and just barrel right into B and get to this island right here. And depending on if I get contested or not, that'll determine what I do next. Because I know I can outgun any of those destroyers as long as I can engage them on my terms, which is I have my reload booster and I have all my turrets on target. Uh, Outside of those terms, it's going to be a lot more dicey. Especially since all of those will outspot me pretty significantly. 5.6, 7 kilometers, and 6 kilometers. So that's definitely going to be a problem. So I'm just going to try and barrel in here and ram my head into this island, which is something I normally advise against doing. I don't like it when when I don't like having to ram my head into islands either, because that limits a lot of the spotting that you're capable of doing. But the way I'm going to do this is I'm probably going to barrel kind of like right up to like this corner and then do a sharp turn, so that I can still get at least a quick spotting run down this area right here. I am also being located right now, so it's kind of leading me to believe that that's not the Marceau. Because Marceaus typically don't run RPF. And I am actually being hard spotted, which was interesting. There he is. I'm just gonna let him, I'm just gonna let him smoke. Give me my fucking rudder back, please. I'm gonna have to get accelerated out of the way here because there's absolutely torpedoes incoming. Yamagiri is 150,000% turned out, by the way, so there's no use in going after him. And there's also the Des Moines right there. So I'm just going to let that guy go do his thing for a while. Yamagiri is like already like over here somewhere. So right now, what I'm going to have to do is I just need to, I'm going to pick up this cap and then we're probably going to see what we can do from there. There's the Napoli as well. That's going to be really, really annoying to deal with. Their entire team is going to be problematic. Napoli's just gonna island cockroach. That subsurfaced in bruh. Surfaced in sea. Jesus Christ. Let me go. So I think right now my play is still honestly going to be playing around B, because there's not really a whole lot I can do anywhere else. Because look right here, there's a Loria and a Conde and a Marceau. I mean the Loria is bow in, but the Conde and the Marceau are just going to kite away forever. If I go over towards sea, there's obviously the submarine, but there's also a Napoli, a John DeWitt, a Goliath, and an Adatara that are going to be problematic to deal with. Despite the fact that the John DeWitt takes 60-second fires, it's a very annoying ship to deal with. Same applies with the Napoli, even though that doesn't take full duration fires. But we are being hard spotted. So there's right there. Just gonna wait for that guy to turn broadside before we use a reload booster. I'm just gonna full send this out of the way of these torpedoes. There we go. And give me my shit back. There's a Napoli that literally reversed all the way into B, by the way. He was or actually that could also be the Austria. No, the Ostjotland wasn't spotted soon enough. That's definitely the Napoli that reversed from this fucking part of the island all the way into B, by the way. So now dislodging him is going to be really annoying. That Baleo's probably about to get got. I think, and there's a Des Moines walking up here as well. So B is basically a lost cause for right now. I think right now my play is going to be stick probably in this area up here and just kind of bide my time and look for an opening. I also just picked up RPF, so that's leading me to believe that that's the Östergötland, like probably like close to like right here or something. That's my best guess. Well, unless that RPF is on the Des Moines, which it honestly could be, now that I'm looking at it. I don't think that the Napoli, if it was the Napoli that has RPF, I don't think it would have been switching to me right there. I think it would have been on me much, much sooner, based on where the Golden Lou was. There's the Goliath who just got fucking nuked by somebody. And this fucking Napoli is just going to be allowed to walk all the way up north like that. That is super fucking annoying. Get out of detection. There we go. Alright. Des Moines is actually sending it. And that John DeWitt also just got fucking nuked. I think I'm gonna prepare a reload booster for this Des Moines, because he is basically flat broadside, although he is actually turning in right now. Never mind, I'm probably gonna have to wait for the... Okay, that is that actually is Napoli RPF, I think, unless it's the Östergötland moving somewhere else, but... I'm gonna get a reload booster off on this Des Moines. Try and get him off as soon as possible. Here we go. Alright, here we go. It's the Marceau down there. I don't have my reload booster for the Östergötland, which is unfortunate. We're just gonna have to bide our time until it comes back. Conde is probably about to have Duncan problems. Shit. I'm about to have fucking Napoli problems. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Napoli, for blinding yourself, by the way. There's actually John... Oh, okay, it's John DeWitt planes, so way the fuck out there. Permafire on that Napoli. He's still in his smoke. And his smoke's now faded, but his attention is firmly occupied somewhere else, so that'll be okay. I mean, who's he going to shoot at? A Mogador 11 kilometers away, or a fucking Stalingrad that's in his mouth? Duncan's actually getting farmed out pretty efficiently right there, but that's fine. Osterjotland is most likely going to walk into B. Well, really, that also, like, actually, no, the game's about to fucking end! 10-minute game, by the way. But, it's just like one of those games where it doesn't really look or feel like you did a lot, but you honestly really did. Well, I'm not going to claim that I did a whole lot this game. I mean, I'm going to farm on Osterjotland a little bit, but the game is going to end before anything else happens. But really, the big takeaway from this is just, what the fuck? Anyway, the biggest takeaway from this is just being effective doesn't always look really nice. And I've made a bunch of videos on this before, but being effective and like being a difference in the game is not always like, doesn't always involve doing something super big, super impressive. Sometimes all you have to do is fucking luck sack your way into a Yamagiri and fucking dumpster it and just deny a cap circle. Even like, I mean, I did 50k damage. It's like not a whole lot. I mean, I could have probably farmed a little bit more if I really wanted to, but my main goal was just to play around B and deny that for as long as possible, and I basically did just that. I mean, eventually the fucking Napoli reversed into it, but, I mean, it was like that fucking Yamagiri didn't do it. He just fucking bumped into me and I just chainsawed him. It's really just being able to be okay with not doing anything flashy, but still playing to win. That's like the main thing to take away from this, is the mindset to play to win is a bit different than most people, because most people want to play for win and damage, and you like a lot of the time, like when you're playing for a win, the damage will come to you, but sometimes you'll have a game like this where you don't do a lot of damage, you really don't do a whole lot throughout the game, but the one or two things that you do are what ultimately piles up into you winning. So that's just one of those. I think this game's kind of demonstrated that to a T, because all I did was I ran into B and capped it, and then I assassinated a Yamagiri, and the rest of my time I was just trying to find ways to annoy, harass, or deny anything in B from getting it for as long as possible. So that is going to be enough for today, and I will see you tomorrow.